Alright, look. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button. Hit the notification bell. You understand me? Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Join this Fisk Unit army and get Fisk Unit tough. Alright, look. They just can't let us have our moment. They just can't let us have our moment. I'm sick and tired of the Arizona Cardinals or a tanking football team. That is not an excuse. This ain't the NBA. This ain't Sam Hinkie in the process. Players in football have to put tape on the field. Okay? Whatever they do, it gets judged. Their tape, their on the field production, I don't give a damn if they 0-15, losing 50-0 every week. Their individual film, that tape, is how they get paid. It doesn't matter. This ain't basketball. You can't just sit there and do nothing and get a $75 million contract like Ever Turner did a couple years ago. You can't go from the process being the worst team of basketball and like sitting on the bench laughing and keying while your team loses by 20 every night and then get signed by another basketball team for $75 to $100 million contract. Football, it don't work like that. In football, if you getting blown out and you're not showing no effort and you're not showing no heart, the eye in the sky don't lie. Teams ain't gonna pick you up. You might get put on the practice squad. These players are out here trying. You don't go up 21 points on a team if you're not trying. They almost beat Washington. They had a 10-point lead on Washington last week. They are trying. They're not out there tanking. Did you see the look on Gannon's face? He looked distraught. You can't fake that. This is not the NBA. Everybody keeps saying, oh, the Cardinals are tanking. The Cardinals are tanking. The organization is tanking. Not the players. Players don't tank. They don't. You see it every single year. Every single year, you see it. You see some 2-10 team playing the fuck out of like a 9-3 team. You see it every single year. You see the team that's winless give it their all. I'm telling you, if you're a sports bettor, right? You better look out for this Cardinal team. In about 3 or 4 weeks, when they like 0-4, 0-5, y'all better look out. They're going to try even harder because they tired of being laughed at. They tired of being looked at as, they can't win a game. They suck, they sink. Do y'all understand how hard it is to go through football practice? You think these dudes is about to struggle through football practice all week? To go out there and not try their hardest on Sunday? Is you dumb? Are you dumb? This whole notion that football teams tank is a joke. The New York Giants, Daniel Jones rookie year. You all know good and damn well we had no business beating Washington with Chase Young. Chase Young, it was a ladder match between the Giants and the Commanders or the Redskins, whatever the hell they were 4 years ago. It was a ladder match, and Chase Young was in the briefcase. And Daniel Jones went out there threw 5 touchdowns and beat them in overtime, and the locker room celebrated. Pat Shurmur celebrated. We were happy because that win mattered. Those players were happy for Daniel Jones. Those players were happy to get a win. If this was the NBA, somebody would have got fired for that shit. They would have got a call from the damn press box that you better bench Daniel Jones. Come on now. Y'all know how this goes. The NFL don't tank. These players don't tank. These players want to win, bro. You can't sit here and tell me that the Arizona Cardinals just all of a sudden, like a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, just all of a sudden stopped trying in the second half. If the Arizona Cardinals was not trying to beat the Giants, why did they score right after we scored? We open up the half. We drop a nuclear warhead to the freaking Jalen Hyatt. He explodes, and then they get the ball right back, and Wink Martindale's sorry-ass defense gives up a touchdown immediately. What are we talking about? Arizona Cardinals tried. They tried versus Washington and they tried versus the Giants. This is not a team that wants to go winless. This is not a team that wants to go out there and lose. They want to prove everybody wrong. They want to say we're better than what you think we are. They want to do all that. Miss me with this whole the Giants win don't count because the Cardinals is tanking. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. And when Micah Parsons has like 6 sacks versus them on Sunday, I don't want to hear nothing. If Daniel Jones can't get credit for a 21-point comeback, when the Cowboys, when Dak start padding his stats against the Cardinals, when Micah and them dudes get like 8 sacks, I don't want to hear nothing about the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens. No, it's a tanking team. When Dak throw like 3 touchdowns on his defense, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, Dak is back. Dak is the offense is clicking. No. It's a tanking team. Because that's what you're telling me as a Giants fan. As a Giants fan, you saying that they Buffalo Wild Wings the second half and just let us score. They just let us score. That's what you're telling me. They just let us score. I mean, this is a joke, bro. This is a joke. You don't tank in football. Football teams do not tank. If this is basketball, you got me. Oh, you got me. This is basketball. Because in basketball, they don't play starters. I'm a big fan of Gilbert Arenas' podcast. I'm a big fan of his podcast. How many times have y'all heard Gilbert Arenas and other former players go on that podcast and say, yeah, man, I knew I was only going to play like 15 minutes tonight. They didn't want to win that game. They was going to play them rookies and they was going to lose that game. They weren't going to play me so I can go in there, score 20 points and win the game. They know that shit. The NBA is different. The NFL, you can't tank in football. It's 53 players with pride on that team. A head coach that knows he will be fired. You can't tell a head coach to tank when he might not be the... What did Lovie Smith do last year? Remember Lovie Smith? He calls Houston the first overall pick when he beat... Who the hell did he beat last year? I don't know. It wasn't Jacksonville. Was it the Colts? I don't even remember who the hell Lovie Smith beat last year. But Lovie Smith said, I'm not about to give y'all that number 1 pick, and I ain't going to be the head coach of the Houston Texans. That man Lovie Smith went out there, got that dub. You damn right he did. Ain't no tanking. Yo, if you bet against the Texans last year, November, December, you was sweating them games because they was competitive. They wanted to win. This is not the process. It don't work like that. This ain't gonna be the Knicks trading away every good player they had so they can hopefully get Zion a couple years ago. This ain't like that, man. It's not. Like, y'all gotta chill, bro. The NBA is the only league in the entire world where tanking is condoned. The NBA is the only league in the world where you get laughed at and ridiculed if you don't tank. In baseball, you're not allowed to tank in baseball. You think that pitcher gonna sit there and let you blow his ERA and his whip up? You think them batters want to let their batting average dip and they home run average dip so they can't get a contract? So some general manager can draft some young phenom to take his spot? No. Athletes outside of basketball, because basketball is just different. Outside of basketball, none of these teams are tanking, man. None of them. So y'all better miss me with this whole the Giants win don't count. The Giants win don't count because the Arizona Cardinals are tanking. Nah, they wanted to beat us badly on Sunday. But Daniel Jones overcame it. He overcame the odds. He beat them. The Cardinals would have loved to get that win on Sunday. They would have loved to get that win. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Let the Giants have something. They just hate the Giants. All week long, it's been getting glossed over that Daniel Jones had a 21-point comeback. Oh, it's the Cardinals, so it don't count. That's been the consensus on ESPN, FS1, NFL, all these alphabet letter companies, podcasts included, have just disregarded the Cardinal game because it's the Cardinals. Come on, man. Enough. Anyway, Giants Outsiders tonight, 8 o'clock. Be there. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.